From inside Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on. And on the hill in this one, Drew Rasmussen. How about a report on him, Chris?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. He'll also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Ready to go now, Roman Anthony getting ready to hit.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Lloyd. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
The 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. One and two here. That one missed. Just missed. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Trevor Story now. The 0-1 comes up empty. That's strike two.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
And that's downstairs. Going to count 1 and 2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball. Handles, throws to first. 2 away here in the top of the first.
Batting third.
2 out, space is empty. Here comes Corey Seager. That's smacked on a line to center. And that is that. Chandler Simpson now at the plate. There's the swing and a miss. That one lifted to left. Anthony has a beat on it. And there's one away. Yandy Diaz now. And a swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Late on that fastball. And that one upstairs. Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. 2 down, base is empty. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. And a big swing and a miss. Strike 2. Two down, nobody on. Cut on and miss. And it's back here at Tropicana Field. Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. fastball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time. So they get the first out of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, Taylor Ward. Pickoff moves to second, and he dives back in safely. Swings through that one.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
And it's second. Caught him looking for the K. And now here is Wilyer Abreu. No score here in the second. In the dirt. And on second, 2 down. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. Contreras headed home. He scores and they have the lead. To second, and he beats the throw. Save.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Takes an inside pitch and just fillets it over there to left field. And that's all he had to do is get something to the outfield grass to push that run across.
Ball 2.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the second. Now up for Tampa Bay, Gunnar Henderson. Check swing went around. It's 0-1.
Nope, outside. Ball inside.
That's inside.
That's inside.
And that's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. Runner on the go. Pitch is high. Not in time. It's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Fly ball down the line. Abreu on the move. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with 1 away. Brendan Donovan next to him for the Rays. Infield comes in now. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Now up for Tampa Bay, Yainer Diaz. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. 2 outs and a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. Strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Back here in Tampa Bay, so stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. This one in the air right field, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Roman Anthony, the next to hit. Swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That hits the dirt, and the count even 1-1. Swings through that. And now the count is even.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line drive, makes the grab, and there's 2 out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Trevor Story. And a swing and a miss there.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
Swings through that one, out in front that time. And he'll do it again. Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game. Back now in Tampa Bay, and stepping in for the Rays, Johnny DeLuca. The 0-1. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. This one in the air, center field. And there's 1 down. So digging in, Jake Fraley.
Well, it looks like they want to be real patient with him today. Make him come in the zone. Challenge these hitters. Make him work hard for his outs.
Swing and a miss.
Many times teams come in knowing that he can strike out the house. They're very aggressive because they don't want to fall into a 2-strike count.
Fly ball down the line. And that will drop foul. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the Rays.
So the Rays batting order turns over. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Chandler Simpson. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Ball one there.
That's inside.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him. Start of the 4th. So stepping in for Boston, Corey Seager. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Move. Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there in the mound.
And a base hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
0-1.
Ball. Ball.
Swings through that one. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. 1 out man at first. So now it's Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 1. To the right side. To second for 1. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. Bottom 4 to the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Drilled out towards left center field. Way back there. Out of here. A solo shot. And we're starting over.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin buried it out of here.
Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. 0-2 now. And now he steps off. Big pitch cover. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next to the Rays.
And the play, Jonathan Aranda. And ball 1. Swings through that. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Got him swinging for the... All set for the start of the inning. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Taylor Ward. That one fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Inside. Ball 2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That one misses. Full count now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98. But a really good pass at the ball.
Here comes a 3-2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Henderson over to first in time. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base. Abreu now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. A little out front there as he swings through it. Stays alive. All tied up. We're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now it's the second baseman, Cedar Rafaela. Flied to right his first time. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now up for Tampa Bay, Brendan Donovan. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swings through that one. 0-1. Next offering is foul back.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
He goes down looking.
Up next for the Rays.
And stepping in is the speedy Johnny DeLuca. Flied to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Anthony under it, and that's the inning. Top 6. So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. Here's 0-1. That one to first. Aranda takes it himself. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Back to the top of the order. Roman Anthony will hit next. In the dirt, and that's ball 1.
That's ball 2.
Line drive to short and caught. Trevor Story comes up to the plate.
The third baseman, Trevor Story.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And that's the third out. Bottom of the sixth. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jake Fraley. Fraley goes 5 feet 11 inches, 205 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. And the lefty with the 0-1. Swings through that one.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Got him. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Up next for the Rays.
So the lineup flips over. Chandler Simpson next to hit for the Rays. First pitch doesn't find the zone. All tied up here in the bottom of the sixth. And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
That's ball four. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find the zone. So up next, Yandy Diaz.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. No throw, safe at second. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with this speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Runner goes again. He's in for a strike. No throw, safe at third. It's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Now the third baseman, Junior Caminero, was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Big spot, and up steps Gunnar Henderson.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper. Late with the swing there. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Got him swinging. Back here at Tropicana Field, and stepping in for Boston, Corey Seager.
Now
pitching change here, Garrett Clevenger.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Top of the zone for a called strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Comebacker to the mound. Slings to first, 1 out. A key out to start the 7th. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate, 1 for 2. Drilled in the air out towards right center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Nope. Ball one.
That one outside. That's ball two.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
2 down, nobody on. And there's ball four. And the go-ahead run is on base. Here now the Red Sox DH. Taylor Ward.
Ball.
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And now 2-2. Good eye in that spot.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swings and misses, struck him. Back here in Tampa Bay. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Adrian Morejon. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That's a ball.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Brendan Donovan. The 1-0.
Laid off with that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
In the air to left center. And makes the grab. That's out number 2. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And that one hammered. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out. Johnny DeLuca next to hit for the Rays. Ground ball left center, and that's just foul. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
More home throws over, and he's back safely. Runner edges away at second. Pitch misses there. 1-2 to count.
Really good two-strike pitch right there. Surprised he was able to spit on that thing.
Fights it off. You'll see another.
You're always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And it's second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. We're at the top of the 8th. So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu.
Ball 1.
Left field. And that is a foul ball. The 1-1.
Inside, ball 2.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Here comes the 0-1. That's in there.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That misses, and that's ball 1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in.
Back to first, and he's safe. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. That's down and in.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
On the ground to second, might be 2. Good feed, that's 1.
You're out.
Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Go ahead run on base. Now batting Jarren Duran. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. That's out to center field. And that's the 3rd out. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jake Fraley. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 0-1.
Ball.
Swings through that.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at-bat. Here's the left fielder, Chandler Simpson. Line, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat.
Now pitching for
Joan Duran gets the ball now. Next to hit, Yandy Diaz.
That's a ball.
No throw, he's in there safely.
Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
Now he steps off and looks it back to second. Runner edges away at second. Bounces in and he's set.
Now an opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Here's a 2-0.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
And a miss. 2-2.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
2-2. Up the middle. Oh, what a stop. To his knee, the throw. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. Junior Caminero getting ready to hit a walk and a pair of strikeouts.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
And a swing and a miss. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Roman Anthony. Yeah, that's fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. That's to third, and it's through for a hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of it these days. Hitters try to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. And on the run for the Red Sox. Nate Eaton opting for a faster runner as they try to tie this thing up. Here's Story now. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Puts a bunt down. And foul ball. Trying to move him over here. Aranda. They apply the tag, and the runner moves up to second. So now, with 1 away and a man at second, Seager stands in now. Intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility with 1 away and runners at first and second. Here's Contreras now. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect.
Runner breaks for third. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Got him looking for the strikeout. Only 1 out left for the Red Sox. Clutch situation, and here comes one of the best hitters in these spots, Freddie Freeman. Gonna deliver as the hero. Swing and a miss at a slider.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
This could end it. And 1-2. That one missed. Two on, 2 outs. That one misses, and now it's 3-2. Swing and a miss, got him out. The tying.